Carl Deluca with us from Wyoming area, girls lacrosse here at the Mendola show. And Coach, let's talk a little bit about this girls program and getting it off the ground and started. How many years now at WA?
This is our 4th year. We tried starting it 2 years prior to that. There were little troubles getting it started with funding and all that, but then we got it started. So this is we're in our 4th year at this point.
And of course, sports at Wyoming area. It's great to see the student athletes get involved in something, and we know there's some track members and softball players, but now girls have another option, and it's lacrosse. So talk about what your numbers are like and how you'd like to try to grow it.
Sure. We've been growing it since day one. Our first year we had about 21 girls. We're up to about 34 girls now. We have a JV and a varsity team the last 3 years. So we play, we get that. We still have our youth league that's outside of Wyoming area, which is the Valley Laxers, which we started about 6 years ago. So we have a little feeder program there. The excitement's there, and everyone's looking to keep coming out and playing.
For you, let's talk about lacrosse, learning the sport as the years have gone on here and getting a little bit more under your feet.
Yeah. I was more on the boys' side. I happened to get the girls' team when no one was applying. We're lacking some girls coaching around here. It's a newer sport in the area, so I threw my hat in the ring, got it, and trying to grow the sport that way at this point. I learned first year was learning the girls, new rules, different rules, a lot less contact, no pads. So, but it's working out fine.
Now you have a son who's participating in lacrosse right now?
Yes, they're playing SEM right now. As we talked last, I heard it was halftime 4-4 tie. He's only a sophomore. So my older son Dante played for 3 years. He's at Penn State now, going to college.
And talk a little bit about your younger son developing. He kind of got thrown in the quarterback role. Overall, pretty darn good athlete, and just another way to get his feet wet with lacrosse, and he's showing that he's pretty versatile.
Yeah, he got thrown right into the fire. I mean, first game, second play of the game, third play of the game, PJ Angeli went down, hurt his leg, and next thing you know, he's right there in quarterback. So got thrown right to the fire. He had no time to think, and he played well that game, and they came out with a win that first game.
Javelin thrower as well, huh?
Yes, javelin thrower too. He does that part-time in here between lacrosse. And matter of fact, he just threw 172-10, finishing second this past Saturday.
You talk about the league overall with girls lacrosse. I mean, you got teams that have been established for a while, and a team like Wyoming Seminary. There's some other programs out there that are pretty good as well, like Crestwood. Take us through what it's like to play some of those teams and try to continue to get towards them.
Well, that's what we're doing. And first 2 years was just trying to get the program organized. Year 3. Honeymoon's over. We wanted to, set it up where we want to compete. This year we'd say something PWP, play with a purpose. So we're trying to increase our speed, increase our knowledge of the game, make better passes, win ground balls. So that's how we're trying to compete with that, because we got to compete with the Delaware Valleys, Prep, Wyoming Seminary, who's been around for 10, 12 years playing this sport.
Coach, great to hear about your team this year and the success that you're having. I hope it continues. I know you got some tough games coming up, but keep growing that program.
Sure thing. Thank you.
Mary Kate O'Brien with us from Wyoming area. We're talking girls lacrosse. And Mary Kate, you have a tough position. You're in goal, so talk a little bit about how you became a goalie.
So last season, we were actually playing Crestwood, and Coach said to us, and he was thinking, well, we're going to need a goalie next year. And our goalie who last year, Julia Bonomo, said, Coach, I can't play the JV game. My back is really hurting. And I had played some of the varsity game, and I was just joking around, and I was like, Coach, I'll go in. I'll play JV. And after that, Coach was like, oh, you actually did a really good job, and I think we're going to work with you for next season. So after that, we just worked with me and Dome, and it just kind of stuck, and now I'm really enjoying the position and everything I'm doing this year.
How much fun are you having with this group of girls?
It's actually a lot of fun. It's a lot more fun than I anticipated, and I'm really going to miss all the seniors that are leaving next year. We always bond over everything, and everyone has something in common, and we're always working together and working as a team. You're
a balanced young lady. You're very good in the classroom. Talk about being able to be academically sound and then to be able to compete in a couple sports at WA.
It's really hard. I mean, mostly every night I'm up till like 1 or 2 in the morning studying or doing my homework, but It's a lot of fun. I like to stay busy and always keeping myself busy with sports and obviously other activities.
You got a big family. Let's talk about your siblings and what they're up to in their lives right now.
I have 3 siblings actually. I have a sister Liz. She's a senior this year and she's planning on going to college. I have a sister Larissa who lives in Colorado. Right now she's coaching a lacrosse team out in Colorado and she plans on going back to studying in medical school. And I have a brother Ed. He lives in Columbus, Ohio right now and he has a job with graphic design and advertising.
Let's talk about some role models in your life and how they inspire you.
Well, my role model obviously is my sister Larissa. She played Division I lacrosse for the University of Pittsburgh, and I always look up to her. She was a goalie at Pittsburgh, so I always look up to her, and she's always helping me out on that. And also, my best friend Aaliyah Cranston, she's really one of my role models. She works so hard at everything, and she's such an amazing athlete and an amazing student, and I look up for her, and she helps me with a lot of things.
Now, are you in goal in soccer as well, or you play the field?
I play the field in soccer mostly. Yeah, I used to play in goal for soccer, but I play the field with our Wyoming area team.
All right, Mary Kate. Well, great to hear your story. Sounds like you got so much going on, but it's all positive. Keep it going.
Thank you so much. Have a good day.
Lindsay Posaic is with us from the Wyoming area lacrosse team here on the John Mendola Show. And Lindsay, talk about what position you play on your team, and as a senior, what role do you have?
The last 3 years I've played mid, but this year I started playing attack. And I'm also the first year, so I'm a captain with 2 other girls on our team. And I like mid and attack a lot. You get a lot of running. Mid, you have to stay behind the restriction line, but you also get a lot of running with it. You pass the ball a lot of assists, but it's a nice role to be a captain on the team and feel like people look up to you.
Let's talk about some of the other attackers on the team and take us through some of the players that you have.
There's another senior, Lila Donnelly. She's been with us since the first year, I was a freshman and she was a freshman also. She has a couple nice goals every game. Emma Kelleher, she's a freshman with us. She has nice stick work. She came from the lower STEM school to our school. She has some nice goals here and there. And Sarah Miller, she's also a mid and attack with me, and she also has nice work that she does.
How about some defenders that are playing well this year? And again, we're a young team, so everybody's getting some experience.
There's both captains are Hannah Hinkle and Bella Waltz. They're both on the defensive side. They work together very well to keep everyone out of the goal for Mary Kate and talk and help all the other defenders with the work they have to do.
Let's talk about field hockey, another sport that you do. How good are you at that, and what do you like about it?
I played since I was in 8th grade, but I didn't play in 7th grade. But I like the speed of it, but I played that before I played lacrosse. So when I found lacrosse, I fell in love with the sport more than field hockey.
Let's go right to that next step, Cabrini University. Why Cabrini, and what are you going to do there?
I chose Cabrini because it's right near the city and my major. I hope to get a good internship there and maybe find a job down there. And I'm doing computer information science, so it's more technology, so hoping to get a tech job there.
And sports?
Field hockey and lacrosse, I'm playing both. The coach is the same, so it's really nice to be able to do field hockey and lacrosse to keep me on a schedule for school, so I can work between school and sports, but academics is my main focus.
Well, it has to be when you like physics. How do you enjoy physics? Some people never even took the course, but talk a little bit about what you like about the challenges of it.
I like the math side because I don't really I like it, but I don't like geometry and all the very hard maths like calculus, but I like the basic math that you would use in physics, and it really gets your mind going and makes you think.
Let's talk about being involved in some travel lacrosse, the SAD Club, and you also do some coaching with the Valley Laxers?
Yeah. The Grit Club Lacrosse started last summer. Me and Hannah Hinkle both joined the team. We were trying to find a travel team in the area and there was none, so the Kings coach Ashley Stevens, she started a team and we joined, and all the other girls from all the other schools, we made a team, and it was just so much fun over the summer with all the tournaments and the practices. You really got more of the game out of it in practice, and in the tournaments you learned a lot.
Let's talk about some role models that have affected you and put you in position to have a lot of positive things you've done in your life.
My mom and my sister. My mom, she played field hockey in high school and college, so that's where I got the field hockey from. My sister also played field hockey, and she was a senior when the lacrosse team started here, so she picked that up also.
Well, Lindsay, great to hear your story. We
you.
wish you the best at Cabrini University, and go WA.
Thank you.
Bella Waltz is with us from Wyoming area, continuing the conversation with the girls lacrosse program. And Bella, it's your senior year. What's it like being you and being a member with a lot of younger players that they're looking up to you and saying, okay, this is the way we're supposed to do stuff, and hopefully grow this program?
Well, without the last few years, we definitely grew a lot as a team. For myself, I've been playing for 8 years, a lot longer than anybody else, and it's just crazy. We came such a long way out of everything we've been doing. We just really work good together, which is really good. So
let's talk about some other people on the floor, or the field for that matter,
Yeah.
with you. Take us around the field, who the defenders are, who the scorers are, who plays some of that midfield position.
defense is usually me, Nicole Zalepa, Hannah Hinkle, she's also a captain with me, and Jess Walkowiak and Brandy Sorokin. We're all seniors besides Brandy because she's a junior, and she's also really good, and she's really fast, and she runs up on the field really quick. So
Take us through the midfield and offense.
the midfield, Lila Donnelly, she usually stays at X or the back of the goalie. Katie McDonough, she's really good. We also have Cassie Roselle. She's only a sophomore. She's been playing for about 2 years, 3 years. She's really quick. She scores the most goals, and she usually does the draw, and she's really tall, so she's really good at the draw. We also have Tierney Porfirio. She shoots a lot of the goals too, so yeah, we've been doing really good.
Let's talk a little bit about you're a busy young lady involved with a bunch of clubs. So talk about that balance, the academics, the clubs, the athletics.
Yeah, it's a pretty good balance for me. I have been doing SAD Club since my freshman year, so I've been really involved with that for a long time. I just started executive board and student council my junior year. I'm really involved with that, with all the football games and everything. I'm in Quilting Club just this year. I've been making a quilt, and it's just really exciting. I love senior year. I've been doing so much. I've been trying to get really involved too. So,
Couple of classes you enjoy: English and psychology.
English, yeah. I'm going for broadcasting journalism. So I really like psychology, and I really like English. Psychology, I love learning about the human brain and just everything like that. So
Yeah, we share some similar traits that we both like: broadcasting
Yeah.
and psychology. East Stroudsburg University is going to be the
Yeah.
next step. Why ESU?
it's close enough but far enough. And I'm a very big mama's girl, so I like being close from home. But I'm also far enough where I could get the college experience, because I really wanted the college experience.
Big shopper too.
Oh yeah.
The crossings,
Oh yeah,
it's
right
right
next
there.
to there. Yeah.
That'll be awesome.
Yeah.
Other than running up some bills.
You're right.
Let's talk about mom and your sister as a couple of role models.
Well, all the time growing up, I've always had women and girls in my life. I never really grew up with a guy figure, so it's really nice to have my mom. She's a really big role model for me. And my sister and I have always been close because we're only about 2 years apart, so.
Well, it sounds like you got your act together.
Oh yeah.
We wish you the best just
Thank you so much.
over at ESU in the Poconos, and Bella Waltz with the Wyoming area girls lacrosse team.
Thank you.